Ever felt like life's storms are threatening to sweep you off your feet? You're not alone. Many find themselves questioning their strength when faced with overwhelming challenges. But what if I told you that there's a power so profound that it can anchor you against the fiercest gales? Imagine a faith so unshakable that it turns every trial into a triumph. It's not just a lofty ideal, it's a reality for those who trust in God. Embracing this divine strength, as revealed through daily prayer and spiritual guidance, can transform your life. Intrigued? Let's dive into how unwavering trust in God can fortify your foundation and start your day with profound blessings and peace. In the journey of life, embracing our weaknesses can be a profound source of strength. When we encounter challenges, it's easy to feel overwhelmed and depleted. Yet, in these moments of vulnerability, God's power shines most brightly. According to 2 Corinthians 12:9-10, God's grace is sufficient, and His power is perfected in our weakness. This means that when we acknowledge our limitations and turn to Him, we open ourselves to a divine strength that goes beyond human capability. Consider a time when you faced a significant obstacle, feeling as if you had reached your limit. It's often in these circumstances that people turn to their daily prayers, seeking solace and support. The beauty of relying on God during these times is that it transforms our struggles into opportunities for spiritual growth. By leaning on His strength, we find ourselves more resilient and capable than we imagined. In practical terms, this can be seen in the way we approach our daily challenges. When faced with a daunting task, instead of relying solely on our own strength, we can use Prayer Channel to seek divine guidance. This practice helps shift our perspective from self-reliance to trusting in God's infinite power, allowing us to overcome difficulties with newfound confidence. Reflecting on personal experiences or stories from others can also be encouraging. For instance, someone who overcame a major health issue by relying on prayer and faith often shares how their blessings came in the form of unexpected recovery and support from their community. Such stories remind us that in our weakest moments, God's strength is made perfect, and we are not alone in our struggles. Trusting in God is like finding an unshakable foundation amid life's storms. Psalm 125:1 beautifully illustrates this by comparing those who trust in the Lord to Mount Zion, steadfast and immovable. Just as Mount Zion remains unshaken through the ages, so does a believer's faith when anchored in God. This unwavering trust provides a sense of security and permanence that nothing else can offer. Think about how we often place our trust in temporary things, career achievements, relationships, or financial stability. While these can bring comfort, they are not immune to change or failure. Conversely, building our faith through daily prayers and connecting with a supportive prayer channel helps us align our lives with a source of strength that endures. When we rely on God, we gain a deep-rooted confidence that no worldly circumstance can shake. For practical application, consider setting aside time each day to reflect on your trust in God. Engage with Prayer Channel resources to enhance your spiritual practice. This might include reading devotionals, listening to inspirational sermons, or participating in a prayer group. These actions can reinforce your faith, helping you remain steadfast like Mount Zion even when faced with uncertainties. Remember, trust in God is not about avoiding difficulties, but about finding peace and strength through them. When challenges arise, as they inevitably will, you'll find that your faith, firmly rooted in God's promises, provides a solid foundation that remains unshaken. This trust transforms how you face life's trials, offering a calm assurance amidst the chaos. God's power is boundless, transcending all human limitations and obstacles. The Bible is replete with stories of His immense authority and miraculous acts. From parting the Red Sea to silencing the lions' mouths in Daniel's den, these events are not just historical accounts, but powerful reminders of God's ability to overcome the impossible. His omnipotence assures us that no matter how daunting our challenges, He remains infinitely capable. Consider how this divine power can be a source of comfort and strength in our lives. When faced with insurmountable problems, turning to daily prayers and seeking guidance through Prayer Channel can help us tap into this limitless power. By invoking God's strength, we are reminded that what seems impossible for us is entirely possible for Him. This shift in perspective can radically transform how we approach our difficulties. In practical terms, think about integrating moments of prayer into your daily routine. Reflect on God's past miracles and His promises, and allow these reflections to bolster your faith. For instance, when facing a significant challenge at work or in personal life, visualize God's power moving through your situation and let that image inspire your resilience and hope. Stories of others who have experienced God's power in their lives can also serve as powerful encouragement. Whether it's overcoming a serious illness or finding unexpected financial provision, these testimonies highlight the reality of God's limitless power. By focusing on these blessings, we can find renewed strength and confidence in our own journey, knowing that God's power is always at work in and through us. Building one's life on faith in Jesus Christ is like constructing a house on a solid rock, unshakable and enduring. In Matthew 7:24-27, Jesus contrasts the wise man who builds his house on the rock with the foolish man who builds on sand. This parable underscores the importance of a strong, faith-based foundation. Just as a house built on sand is easily swept away by storms, so too is a life built on unstable foundations vulnerable to collapse. To make this practical, consider how you can establish your faith as the cornerstone of your life. Engage regularly with daily prayers to nurture your spiritual growth and reinforce your connection with God. Joining a prayer channel or faith community can also provide additional support and accountability, ensuring that your foundation remains strong and reliable. Reflect on areas of your life where faith may need to be strengthened. Perhaps it's in your relationships, career, or personal goals. By aligning these areas with God's principles and seeking His guidance through prayer, you build a resilient foundation that can withstand life's inevitable challenges. Remember, a faith-based approach doesn't mean avoiding problems, but rather facing them with the confidence that your foundation is secure. Stories of those who have navigated life's storms successfully often highlight the role of a strong faith foundation. For example, individuals who have maintained their faith through financial hardships or personal losses frequently attribute their resilience to their unwavering trust in God. By adopting a similar approach, you'll find that your own faith can become a powerful, unshakable support in your journey. In times of uncertainty and difficulty, prayer becomes a vital source of strength and direction. Turning to God through daily prayers allows us to seek His guidance and support, especially when facing life's challenges. It's through these moments of earnest prayer that we invite divine intervention and draw upon a strength that surpasses our own abilities. The Holy Spirit, as our guide, helps us navigate through troubles and empowers us to stand firm. When you're struggling, incorporating prayer channel resources into your routine can enhance your spiritual support system. For instance, participating in prayer groups or accessing online devotionals can provide encouragement and a sense of community. These practices not only bolster your faith, but also remind you of God's promises to strengthen and sustain you through any difficulty. Consider specific prayers that focus on your current struggles. For example, if you're dealing with a challenging situation at work or in your personal life, pray for God's wisdom and strength to handle it effectively. Reflect on passages such as Isaiah 40 verse 29, which speaks of God giving power to the weak. By aligning your prayers with such promises, you can find reassurance and motivation. Additionally, keep in mind that prayer is not just about asking for strength, but also about acknowledging God's role in your life. Regularly thanking Him for His blessings and guidance fosters a deeper connection and trust. Through this relationship, you'll discover a wellspring of strength and clarity, enabling you to face life's trials with renewed faith and confidence. As you reflect on these insights, consider how they can reshape your daily life. Are there areas where you can strengthen your trust in God or deepen your prayer practices? The path to a more resilient and empowered life starts with embracing the divine strength that prayer and faith offer. Dive into your daily prayers with renewed vigor, engage with your prayer channel for ongoing support, and watch how God's unshakable foundation transforms your challenges into opportunities for growth. Are you ready to harness this strength and let it guide you through every storm? Don't forget to subscribe and activate notifications to continue exploring how you can enrich your spiritual journey and live a life full of divine blessings.